Hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
It's twins evening. Didn't realise that we were wearing the same shirt.
I didn't know he was wearing this because I was inside.
But shout out to
And then
Bindico.
I walked in the car and he was in there.
Bindico. Yeah.
Yes, our daughter's brand, her dance brand. Anyway, Genesis 33.
Genesis 33. Yay.
Again, it's been a full-on day.
Mm.
And it was good reading, wasn't it?
Yes. So today, Jacob meeting Esau, and he looks up and sees his brother coming, and he is with the 400 men, and he sounds like he's going to poo his pants. So he sends his his wives and his children ahead of him, and then as he's getting closer to his brother, he bows 7 times as he's approaching him. But then Esau ran to meet him. Instead of damaging, he hugged him. Yeah. Hugged him, kissed him on his neck and wept. Brother.
Yeah, it was very... I was crying during this chapter because it was like, not a reminder, but just how much time can heal someone's heart. Yeah. And it was prophesied, Isaac had prophesied to him that he would, when he gets over his hurt, that the yoke be broken. Nice. So that was a really good reminder that, the promises or the prophecies that we have over our lives will eventually come to pass.
It reminds me of an offence I held against a family member for a number of years, and one night how the Lord broke that yoke over me. And I remember the moment that it happened, where the person came to mind, and as had happened many times before, it was full of hate and rage and that. I know Christians don't think like that. And all of a sudden, the Lord I just felt a love for this person, and I got down on my knees. I repented and asked for forgiveness, and with this person, just back to normal. So Esau meets up with Jacob, and he introduces his children, and then he's asking him about, hey, what are all these herds or different droves that you sent before me? And then Jacob is talking about how he's been blessed and received this if I have found favor in your sight, because when I saw you, it was like I was seeing the face of God. And so he kept urging Esau until he accepted it, which was cool. And then Esau's talking about, hey, let's get started back on the journey. I'll go in front and you lead. But then Jacob goes, no, because of the children who are frail and the livestock. So he said, okay, I'm just going to go at their pace, but you go ahead. And it's interesting because he ends up going in the opposite direction to his brother. So maybe there was still a bit of fear there or caution. Yeah. So what is it? And so Esau then says, hey, what about I leave some people with you? And he goes, no, it's all good, you go. And so Jacob journeyed north to Succoth. So Esau turned back forward toward the south to Seir in Edom, and Jacob journeyed north to Succoth, where he built himself a house and made shelters for his livestock. So the name of the place is Succoth. And then Jacob settled, so he went from Padan-aram, arrived safely and in peace at the city of Shechem, in the land of Canaan, camped in front of the walled city. Then he bought a piece of land on which he had pitched his tents from the sons of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. And there he erected an altar and called it El Elohe Israel. I was in tears reading this name because the meaning is God, the mighty God of Israel. And it just...
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Beautiful pictures coming to mind of our Father in heaven, who mighty in his love for us as well, and all the great things that he has for us, and always calling and asking us into deeper connection, deeper intimacy, deeper relationship with him. So great reading today.
It was only 20 verses, but it was very impactful because it's...
I just want to double check.
Was it?
Let's see if you're...
You're like a toy cop.
Okay, it's actually ended up... no.
Is it 33?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, that's 31.
Gee!
So, okay.
Oh, my Lord.
I just have to
He's so
double check.
good. Anyway, yeah, when you read it with different
20
eyes,
verses. Yep, 20
different
verses.
eyes, different view settings, and when there's a intention behind it. I was on a Zoom call this morning too with my coach, and it was a very good, I can't remember what he was
talking about the past, present, and the future. When you focus on the future, you're anxious. When you focus on the past, you are depressed.
Yes, that's right. We're focused on the past, and stuck in depression. When you focus on the future, you're stuck in anxiety. Oh, hey, Marty.
Hi, Marty.
Yeah, so there's all these neat takeaways. I hope you've liked and followed my page.
Sweet honey from the rock.
Yeah, Sweet Honey, because I share it on that platform until we get 100 followers. And it was, symbolic that we just so happened to be reading Jacob and his experience with his brother. He was anxious, about the future
of the possible...
Yeah.
Especially when you're hearing about, your brother's coming to meet you with 400 men.
Really, because he didn't know if his brother was going to give him that, that they were going to, whether they're going to, so he was stuck in both. And even to the point where he didn't even go the way. And I thought, Israel people, or people from Israel, they have a great, they're known for their hospitality, yet he didn't, they didn't have a feed together. They, it was just like sent on his way. You go that way, and we'll come when we're ready. Sort of thing.
Even though they met up and they were hugging and crying, it's interesting to see how Jacob still had for me reading, it still seemed like he had a bit of anxiety because he declined the offer to travel with
even
him,
with his
and with some people left behind, and then going in the opposite direction to his brother. So even though it seemed on the surface, we're all good, but he still had
still wary,
of what his brother might do to him
because of the Lord had talked to his mother about the wrestling and the two nations inside. Of course, he was like, that became quite prevalent, like known, and kind of you could see that happening. Like he went north and the other one went south, and it was like the battle for the two nations and who was going to be the chosen. But it was great reading.
Also, great blessing today. Berta had a few. Okay, so she's digging into my knee. Okay, so she's digging into my knee. So I'm going to stop because it's like
because it's a private thing.
Okay, is it private? Oh,
yes,
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Not everything. Like for me, that stuff is kept.
Until
you don't have to expose.
There's nothing exposing you. Well, how is it a blessing being exposed?
Yeah, so I don't need people to, know
your personal business, even though you're going live.
About that,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
certain
some
stuff.
things you can say, and some things you cannot.
Wisdom,
you must
wisdom.
not say.
Okay, then that's fine. Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know. Now I know where you stand with these lives.
If you know, you know. Because you've done that before, and I'm like, no, don't.
Yeah. So that might be something for you, because when you do the reels, it's usually me. That's the you use me
I throw
as
you under the bus.
So
I've said to him, you can make reels about me too. I'm sure, but if you're not watching and replaying the stuff. Because I watched the replays, and I'm like, well, that will make a good reel.
But it's never you that's in the reel. It's always
like I said,
me.
If you want to do reels,
give me access to your page, and I will do so.
Yeah, you've got full access.
Are you sure?
What's right here?
This is your private page.
It's not. I mean, you can see my private page. Anyway, that's enough about us. Had a great night. Busy. I did home visits, catch up with my mates. We were going to Bali in October. That was awesome. And what else? Home visits, yeah. But yes, that's us. Anything you want to add?
No,
So
thank you for your time, and please feel free to check out the page with all our other videos, Sweet Honey from the Rock, and there also on the page you'll see the link where you can go and purchase your own copy so that you can read along with us and share your thoughts and revelations, as well as anything you'd like us to pray for or talk about, and because of we love to give encouragement too. Okay, yes, love you too, Marty. Good.
Love you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Go out and change the world.